What's good, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how you can make unique samples for Lil Baby, so basically piano samples. And yeah, I will preview my sample I made. I will break it down piece by piece and show you every sound, how I mixed it, and I mastered it in the end. And yeah, by the way, this is my first video, so I would highly appreciate a like if you, or if you sub to the channel. And yeah, if you want, you can leave a comment how you liked the video and what you want in the future. Yeah. By the way, you can follow my Instagram at @prodmaxes, first link in the description. So at first I had this piano preset from Noir Pure, and it's the emotional preset from Contact. So as I started, I laid down some basic chords, and it was just like the basic metro booming chords. As you can see right here, it's just a normal minor triad, and then just like the G sharp got to a G, and that just makes the dark sound. If we listen to it, and then I just followed with another minor F sharp triad, and then I just brought the C to a C sharp. That sounds like this. Yeah, that's basically it for the chord progression. And what I did with the melody, I was just playing on my MIDI keyboard. I was in the key of A minor, so all the white keys I could use for the melody, and that was pretty simple, like for me to get a melody down. And yeah, with the melody it sounds like this. Yeah, that's basically it. What I also did was I randomized the velocities, and I just drummed it. So you can just press Ctrl A to mark all notes, then press Alt R to randomize the velocities with this knob, and then after it you can just press Alt S, and that's the strumizer, and you can play with this knob only, and that strums the chords or the notes, and that makes it all a bit more realistic. And obviously in the end I brought it down by 4 semitones, so the A minor got to F minor. So what I did in the mix with the piano was really simple. I basically just ducked the lows a bit, then brought the highs up, and also around 1.7k kilohertz, just to make it more present in the higher notes and higher frequencies. Yeah, that's basically it. And for the more vintage and vinyl sound, I picked RC20 as a plugin, the vinyl 1 preset, just like the default preset when you open it. I turned off the noise and digital, and also decreased the wobble a bit, the distortion a bit, and left magnetic, I guess, as it was, and turned down the magnitude. Yeah, that makes it just more vintage. Next we can break down the bass chords or the bass notes I made, and it's just basically the same preset, and we've just followed these root notes. First an F, then we went up to a G sharp, then down to C sharp, and then C. Yeah, to give it a bit more rhythm, I just started and cut this top note to the middle, so it adds a bit more rhythm to it. That's basically it, and let's come to the string pattern. Yeah, the preset I chose was the Orchestra Complete 2 from Contact, and the preset is called Strings Mix Sustain, and yeah, that's the preset. So let's come to the melody, or what I played in. I also played it in with a MIDI keyboard, also on the key of A minor, so that's a little life hack for you if you are not good in playing melodies on the MIDI keyboard. Just pick the scale of A minor, and that's really easy. It's really simple. I can't play the piano myself, but in this scale it's really easy because it's just the white keys. And yeah, so basically the most important thing is that you play the closest notes together, so the C and the C sharp right here, and the G and the G sharp right there. It gives it a bit more tension and also this dark feel, and yeah, with it sounds like this. Yeah, it's a really simple pattern, but also a lot of tension created through it. And yeah, let's look at the mix. It's really simple. I just put a simple EQ on it, just cutting the lows and cutting the highs, dug it a bit. Yeah, then I added a Valhalla vintage verb, not messing with the mix, pre-delay and decay. I just raised the low cut and the high cut up and played with the mixing knob right here on the right side. And yeah, that makes it like more ambient sound. And I also paneled it to the left and made it more stereo wide, so it sits better in the mix and sounds overall nicer. So next I just picked like a vocal phrase from Gravity Pack 04 Vocalize 2 back contact bank. Yeah, it's really a really nice bank for vocal phrases, and especially for like the little baby dark sad beats. It's really good. So I let on a really simple pattern, and then I just put some EQ on it, just dug the highs and the lows, so it just doesn't distract like the highs, the piano and the strings. It sits like more in the middle of the mix, and I chose the radio vox spread preset from Effect Rack, so it gets more wide in the mix, and also some spaced out with the preset boomerang, just to make it more ambient. Yeah, that's basically it. I ran it out and pitched it down like to the key we were in, so 4 down for F minor, and it sounds like this. Next we have this reverse piano. It's just really simple. I cloned like this pattern of the basic piano. I just put it in a new mixer track. I added backmask. I don't know if you know this plugin. It's really nice. It just basically reverses like the sound, and it's also free. So if you want, you can check it out. It's a really good plugin. Of course, it's really simple what it does, but you don't have to do it manually, and I think that's really nice. I also added some kickstart just to give it more rhythm, and also spaced out for the ambience. And at the end, it sounded like this. So next I added a sub bass. It's just from the Trifields kit. I think the new one with Max Shooter I picked the sound from. And yeah, I just followed like basically the root notes, and nothing really special here. Yeah, that's the pattern. So what I did with the effects here was just added a decapitator. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but that's also the plugin from like Effect Rack, and I chose the dark fat preset in the bass section, and yeah, also just added an EQ just to remove like the higher frequencies that are not really needed in the sound, and yeah, that's it. Then I added just like a perc loop and some texture just for having more rhythm in the sample itself. And yeah, it's a perc loop and the texture from Luca did this care package. It's his new kit, I think. And yeah, I purchased it, and it's really nice. So if you like need good perc loops, good textures, good accents even, then go check it out. Yeah, I really like this kit. So huge shoutouts to Luca. I also, what I will break down later, have my Masterchain from one of his videos. So huge shoutout and check it out. So the perc loop and the texture just sound like this. Of course I turn it down like the volume a lot, so it's not really that loud and that like oppressive in the sample. Just as a little texture and rhythm, as yeah, I think it was like the thing the sample needed. In the end I thought like some accents would also sound cool, so I picked some accents from Producer Grind's kits. These are like the 2 accents I added. And yeah, I of course like lowered the volume a lot, and yeah, that's basically it. For the whole sample I did not really fuck with the mix with these accents and the textures, because they were also really quiet, so I did not think that it was necessary to do it. And yeah, I forgot to mention like the heat perc bell that everyone knows. Of course I added it because it gives it like more dark feel, and yeah, it's just like mandatory, I guess. I mean, not always, but most of the time I added it to my samples because I really like the sound of it and I fuck with it. So the sample without my mastering chain sounds like this. Yeah, so now let's talk about my master chain. I have a pre-master chain and a master chain. Actually, like the master chain itself is not really complex. It's actually does nothing, but I want to keep off the bass off of this pre-master. So I do a pre-master, so my bass just gets like saved, I guess. So I route all my melody like tracks into one pre-master track. There we have the A1 stereo control from Alex Hilton plugin. Yeah, I just like messed with the stereo width button, brought it up to 125% and also activate like the save bass option, so the bass of the sample does not get wider. So then I added like the Abbey Road vinyl stereo plugin. I almost have this on every sample I make because I really like the sound of it. I also have this preset from Luca did this, so make sure to check them out. It really adds like a vinyl and vintage feeling to it. Then I always have like a pitch shifter on my pre-master. If I want to pitch the sample, I can always do that, and that's why it's like on default there. Then I also added like an Ozone 10 just to like saturate the frequency ranges, and it gives it like a special touch, and I really like it, how it sounds. Then of course the stereo imager, just to mess with the stereo image. Yeah, then I played with the dynamics preset. It's just basically a compressor which just like ducks down the frequency ranges in itself. And in the end, like the vintage limiter, I really like the sound. You see, it's just like a minor change, just a bit more loud and just like the analog warmth with the vintage limiter. So in the end I added Soothe 2 just to remove some harsh frequencies. It's just a basic preset depth to a 3.0, knob on soft, and yeah, that's basically it. It just removes like some harsh frequencies or frequencies that are unneeded, and yeah, then my pre-master gets routed into the master track, and I always have like another sound pitcher or shifter here, so the bass also gets changed if I want to do it, and just another EQ if I want to mess with the frequency ranges. And yeah, that's basically it. So let's hear it, how it sounds with and without the master. Yeah, that's it guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to comment how you like the video, what I can do better, what should I improve, and even like new video ideas I can do for you guys. And yeah, I wish you all the best, so stay tuned for more videos, and goodbye guys.